Hi, I'm Andrea Clausen, and today we have a yin yoga practice. So if you're new to yin is where we hold postures for anywhere from 3-5 minutes. Today we're just going to do, because this is a 10-15 minute practice, we're going to hold things for between 90 seconds and 2 minutes. So this is all about getting into your headspace, your mind. I'm going to leave you in silence. So I'll get you into the posture, and then I'm going to leave you in silence, and then I will let you know when time is up and when it's ready to switch moves. So that's one of the benefits of yin, is to really go internally and see what you might need to work on. All right, so we're going to start with a wide-legged knee child's pose. So toes together, knees are going to be out wide. You're just going to go ahead and walk those hands down. And you can take your hands, you can bend them like this and place your forehead on your hands, or take those hands out wide, forehead down to the earth. We're going to be here for about 90 seconds. And if at any time you need to come out of those, just go ahead and just lay down on the back if your knees or hips start, bugging you. And slowly start to push into those hands, coming back up to seated position. We're going to bring those knees in together. We're going to go ahead and walk our hands out. Legs are going to be behind us. We're coming into Sphinx pose. So forearms are going to be flat to the earth, kind of like you're in a plank position. Toes are going to be uncurled behind you. Now for this one, we're going to make sure our shoulders aren't slumped down, but really pushing into our forearms, and we're holding up like this. Or you can go up into seal, so pushing those hands out a little bit more and going into that low back. If this is too intense on the low back, turn your toes out and we'll just come into crocodile. So forehead down to the earth. So you get to decide where your journey is today. And again, we're going to be here for about 90 seconds. And that crocodile pose is the one to come into if the low back starts to get a little talking to you. And then we'll exhale, turn those toes outwards if you're not already. Hands coming down, coming into crocodile pose. Exhale, pushing back up onto all fours. And then from here, you're just going to take that right knee. You're going to bring that right knee behind the right wrist, taking that left foot across, coming into pigeon's pose, undoing that back back leg, and turning those toes out. Sitting up nice and tall first, and then finding that space to exhale. And you can always stay up here. So if this is where you want to be, stay there, or coming down into those forearms, or you can lay all the way flat. And then if this is too much for anyone, so stay there if that's where you're at. If the pigeon is too hard, this is your modification coming in and just going like this. Foots for this one is going to stay flexed for yin, and then breathing into that. So your choice. And we're going to continue to be here for about another minute. Exhale, slowly starting to walk those hands back up. And then go ahead and push that knee back to all fours and just kind of swing those hips side to side. We're going to do the same thing for another 90 seconds on the other side. So go ahead and bring that left knee up to behind that left wrist and bringing that ankle across, uncurling that back toe, sitting up nice and tall first, finding that space, and then hinging forwards and coming down if you choose, or coming to a seat and just doing the same thing on the other side, going to your pigeon pose, and again, listening to your body. And exhale, slowly coming back up onto those hands, coming back to all fours. Just again, swinging those hips side to side. Then we're going to comfortably come to a seated position. Taking that left leg out long. Taking that right foot, stay back so you can see my foot. So your toes are curled back towards you. Your right ankle is going to cross over the top of that left foot, sitting up nice and tall. You might stay here, or we can walk forward so we get a little deeper stretch in that hamstring. Chest stays lifted. exhale, slowly coming back out of that one. Taking that right leg out long, just kind of taking both legs, shaking them. And then leaving that right leg long, taking that left ankle across the top of the right leg, sitting up tall first, keeping that right foot flexed back. Staying here or walking those hands down. And as we're here, we're really trying to keep that chest open. Breathing into this side. And exhale, slowly coming back up. And then we'll finish with our final Shavasana. So go ahead and we're going to take about a minute in Shavasana, slowly rolling down onto the back, letting the feet fall out, palms up to the sky. And releasing everything to the earth. You can stay here a little bit longer if you want. Otherwise, this is where I will bid you adieu. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.